Hi, yes, I would love to share this because it's a tool that's so simplistic yet so helpful, and it just did wonders for us when my son was younger. So, for those who don't know, my son is autistic, and he did not communicate verbally really till he was about 5 years old. And even then, it was just the rare, like, word here and there, maybe a phrase. Even now, at 11 years old, he's technically considered partially verbal. He had AAC devices like assisted communication. However, the issue was with that is when he was dealing with something that was really distressful, like a medical situation or just, not feeling okay in general, he did not want to pull out a device and like type something or even go through like a digital PECS system. Like it was a lot of work. So I found this online. I actually had a landscape version and I laminated it. It's a simple like PECS chart. I believe they're PECS icons. PECS is like a communication system through icons. It's very simple. Like it has a line that says, how do I feel? And then it has different options. And then it has different like, things they can point to tell you what is hurting or what's bothering them. So yeah, I kept this laminated. I still have it somewhere. And we used it all the time. It was so useful. It seems like such a simple thing, but it was so handy. One way that this really helped my family is autistic individuals in general. They are sometimes able to like mask their pain or symptom to a point where sometimes I didn't even know like something was wrong with my son because he just seemed really happy-go-lucky, and I wouldn't know that he was symptomatic because he seemed fine. In fact, one time, this is when he was a lot younger, he was taking a nap on the couch and he rolled off. He cried a little bit, but like he fell from a couch to a rug, so like I didn't think much of it. I figured, oh, he's just crying because, he just fell. It was probably scary. He went back to bed fine. Just to illustrate how high his pain tolerance is, or maybe his ability to mask how prominent it is, when he woke up, I could tell that he was in pain, and I ended up bringing him to the hospital, and I brought this with me. This was our first time utilizing it. Now, when I brought him to the hospital, I thought maybe his back hurt from falling off the couch. And even the ER doctor was having trouble like deciphering like what was hurting because he couldn't just say, hey, I'm in pain here. But with this, he was able to show myself and the doctor that his arm was what was hurting. And it was because it was broken. I mean, myself and the doctor were having trouble to even figure out like what was hurting. For him to be able to point and say his arm was hurting, that's what helped in diagnosing what was wrong. My son has hypotonia, which means he has low muscle tone. Now, at the time, I didn't know that this was like an issue. I knew my son had hypotonia, which is low muscle tone, but I didn't know the hyperflexibility and stuff with it could cause like breaks easier and everything until we met with an orthopedic specialist. But this aided us so much in that situation and like him being able to communicate what was wrong. Also, another really cool thing that this was able to tell us was my son was experiencing headaches. So my son went through this period where he would just get really cranky at like a certain time. Like he was just not himself. He didn't seem like, he was just out of sorts. I honestly just thought maybe he's just tired. He's not sleeping well because that's an issue we deal with. But by this chart, he was eventually able to tell me, like, oh, my head hurts. And then we were able to talk to his doctor about, how he was getting frequent headaches. It's such a simple thing, but it has just helped us so much. In fact, even now, if like he seems symptomatic or like if he says that like he doesn't feel well, I will always use the sentence, something hurts, it's my, and then he'll answer me that way. You can find this on Google, it's free. I think I typed in what hurts autistic PECS chart. I believe that's what I typed in, and this was one of the ones that came up. And there's tons of them. If anyone like doesn't prefer this one, there's tons of them. So hope this helps.